Welcome back to the friendly confines of Phil Welch Stadium here in beautiful St. Joseph, Missouri. Home of your St. Joseph Mustangs. We got 4th of July action tonight between the St. Joseph Mustangs and the Sedalia Bombers. Tyler Brundo alongside Charlie Marshall. And Charlie, Bombers come to town. What do we expect?
Well, the Bombers, 12-14 on the year. They're 5th place in the Meek League. You know, they're a hit-or-miss team. They have players in this lineup that can rival any player in the Mustangs lineup. But at the same time, they also have guys that kind of slack, and that's why they're standing at a record 2 games under 500.
They also been struggling as of late. If you remember 2 weeks ago, the Bombers pushed up to 2nd place, and then the Clarinda A's went on a fantastic run. And then all of a sudden it was dropped like 7 to the last 10. So the Bombers really plummeting in the standings. They also got a tough task today against Denton Biller. What does Biller need to do in order to be successful here tonight, Charlie?
Well, Biller needs to do nothing else than what he's done all year. Denton Biller coming in tonight is just straight carved through every lineup he's faced. He's coming with 17 in the 3rd innings pitch, an ERA standing at 1.56 with a strikeout per 9 at 13. Denton Biller has maybe given me my most fun start I've seen so far this year. He's electric on the mound. He needs to just lead with a fastball. It's dominant. It's fast, most importantly. And then you just go to the breaking balls when you're ahead in the count. You know, that's how he pitches, and that's what he needs to do tonight. And he should have no issues with so many fastballs already.
Well, he saw that one really well as he's going to take it for strike 3. And from Gavin Killian is the 24-2 strikeout to walk ratio. So he doesn't have the highest strikeout percentage by any means. He's struck out 24 and 28. But walking 2 guys in 28 innings is absurd.
Lineup all year. He's spinning.
There goes McCullum. That one grounded toward the 5-6 hole, coming up with his Tanner Grant. And an awkward stretch, but he's going to stay on the bag as Nathan Huey.
Almost better than what he might be seeing in the Meek League. So it's really surprising to see how much he's struggling right now.
That's going to be a line drive single past Sam Pauley.
Really well, and then seasons are going to be really bad. Even if you're a great player, you're still going to have a couple seasons where you might struggle.
That one grounded to Sam Pauley. He's going to go to Ryan Rattone for 1, and back to Nathan Huey for 2. Swung on his Rattone. Going back on it is Freeman. Lays out and can't make the play. McCullum going to go grab it. And the runners will stay in scoring position. It'll be 2nd and 3rd. 1-2. That one grounded up the middle. Mason Holton moving to his left. Gets it on a hop. And a good play from Mason Holton, but an RBI ground out for Sam Russo. Here's the 1-0 to Tanner Grant. That one lined. Battling the sun is Trevor McCullum. But he's going to bring in that play going back into his left, not before the Sedalia Bombers strike first. And he came around to score the go-ahead run. He's going to strike out there as Gavin Killian has his first punch-out of the evening. Another full count offering. And it's going to be the 2nd time Nathan Huey has gone down looking. Denton Biller's 3rd K of the evening. See if Biller has it. He does have it. Breaking ball swung on and missed from Chris Miller. Things will figure him out.
No, I mean, it's really
that one hit out to right field. Connor Rice, who's playing towards center field, has a long run, but makes a nice play. Crashes into the fence. Biller obviously gave a 1 run. That ball's hit pretty well by Jeter Mose. Going back on it to Sam Russo. And it's out of here. Jeter Mose ties up this ball game with a blast to left field.
Mose got all of that one. Hit off the 2nd wall out there. Past almost the light pole. Absolutely crushed.
Squares away again. Biller with a fastball. This one bunted to the first base side. Biller going to have to make a play, and he does. Going to 3rd is Sam Pauley. A smart play because Jordan Black crashed, and there was no one covering 3rd.
Yeah, Mason Holton went to 2nd base. In this kind of situation, he needs to be sliding to 3rd base. If you're going to get the out at first, and your first baseman is staying home, then Holton needs to go to 3rd. If your first baseman crashes, then that's when Holton would go to 2nd base. But just miscommunication from the entire Mustangs infield, and it makes Holton look
break
bad.
For 3rd. Now one hit out to center field. Going back on it is McCullum. It's going to stay in the yard. But it's going to be 2-1 Bombers after a sac fly from the leadoff man Sam Russo. His 2nd RBI of the night.
Well located pitch, and not something I would have offered at either at 3-1.
Black going to lift this one out to center field.
Getting the gap.
And it's going to get down. Black looking for 2. Schrack going to go to 3rd. Plays at 2nd. And Jordan Black slides in safely. A double for the Johnson County Community College product, and the Mustangs have runners at second and third, and no out for Jaden Little. Your pitcher's been pitching very well. Although I don't think the infield didn't want to matter. It is Jaden Little with an RBI single. Carson Schrack going to come in to score. Jordan Black staying at third. So runners at the corners after the RBI single from Jaden Little. That pitch from Bruce hit pretty well out to center field. Going back on it is Chris Miller. He gets to the track and makes a play, but it'll be a sacrifice fly for Easton Bruce, and the Mustangs have a lead 3-2.
He gives the Mustangs the lead.
That one for Freeman grounded to the right side and past a diving Ryan Rattone. Jaden Little going to third. Freeman going to look to second after the throw gets away from Sam Polly. So a single from Darius Freeman and some defensive mishaps, and all of a sudden Mason Holton comes up with two guys and runners in scoring position. Both runners would be earned shall they score. Mason Holton, Easton Bruce it's a fly ball to the outfield. Tagging is Jaden Little, and he's going to come in to score. So the Mustangs now lead 4-2 after scoring 3 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Aiming away from a guy like McCollum, they're going to take it to the opposite field.
Well, a good pitch is going to get Gavin Killian out of there. Here's the 1-2 offering. Fastball called strike 3. And Jace Johnson works out of it.
How nice would it be to see Carson Schrack get his third hit of the ball game right here? A guy, like you mentioned, struggling a little bit more than we thought he would.
And there's his third hit of the ball game, just like Charlie mentioned. Set that up perfectly. That one popped Jaden Little and Dom Felix, but Dom Felix with a sliding catch. Not very often you see the catcher move that far from his position, but catches it on the warning track. I think this is the biggest crowd we've had all year, Charlie.
Yeah, it is packed.
Breaking ball sets Easton Bruce down. So back-to-back Ks and the third K in a row for Sean Burrows going back to last year. Here's the McPherson College product. Gonna get him on a breaking ball called strike 3, rung up by the home plate umpire is Connor Rice. Breaking ball is shot through the 5-6 hole, laying out and not making the play is Tanner Grant. Mason Holton being waved home. Throw comes from left field, and Mason Holton is in there standing. 3,500 tonight. Over 4,000 people.
It's going to be a fair ball.
Wow, way to spoil the moment right there.
How does that work? You guys could, I don't know if you could see greatly, but that ball was completely foul. It was in the grass in foul territory, and then somehow just the spin on the ball shot it fair, so it's a bunt single.
The late innings get the Mustangs and you're down. It's always pretty bleak. Although, they're going to get to Teixeira here. Sam Polly hits a RBI single to center field, and that makes the lead slim down to 5-3. Teixeira can make up for all of it if he can get the taco hitter. He's not going to, though, as there's another single, the third of the inning, and Tim Teixeira, who's been lights out, getting roughed up a bit here in the top of the ninth. Now to Tanner Grant. Both runners go. This one's grounded to third. A intentional, unintentional hit and run, and the Bombers are going to cut the lead down to 5-4.
Felix.
Crowd of over 4,000 on their feet. Strike 3 called. Tim Teixeira with a little bit of trouble, but closes the door for the Mustangs as on July 4th, they win it 5-4 over the Sedalia Bombers.
How about it, Tim Teixeira? A little interesting, but he gets the job done. The Mustang fans are going home happy.